Hi, this is Lucky Robin. This is day 1 of the Eat from the Pantry Challenge. I did not think to video earlier, but for breakfast, my husband and son had breakfast burritos that I had in the freezer, and my daughter slept through the day. She is still not doing very well. I had leftover chili from homemade hearty beef chili from Thrive, and then this is dinner. I'm having an orange and turkey taco salad. So this is pretty typical of my usual taco meat, but I didn't put any corn in it, and it's turkey instead of beef. So day 1 went great. Tonight's dinner is fish made in the New Wave, no oil, steamed zucchini, baked potato, and oranges. And I've got quite a few zucchini in the fridge that I bought last week, and I have quite a few zucchini in the freezer, so from the garden this summer, so that'll be really nice to have when we run out of the fresh. And we have quite a few frozen cod fillets, so I'm going through those now because the New Wave can cook them from frozen, which is really nice. And it'll go really well in trying to keep the fat down for my daughter's gallstone situation. For lunch, we had beef Polish sausage, and my husband and son had breakfast burritos for breakfast, and I didn't eat breakfast. I usually only eat 2 meals a day. This is day 3 of the Eat from the Pantry Challenge. I finally remembered to grab this before dinner time. I'm having breakfast this morning. I rarely do because I'm rarely hungry in the morning, but I am this morning. So this is day 3 of the Eat from the Pantry Challenge. I have half of a New York strip steak cooked rare, and some zucchini seasoned with Chef's Choice seasoning, and the steak was seasoned with Trader Joe's seasoning and Chef's Choice and salt, and cooked in the New Wave oven. I cooked this from frozen. It took 14 minutes, 7 minutes per side, and I steamed these in a pouch next to them for the second set of 7 minutes, and it came out perfectly. I've already had one, and it is just delicious. I never would have believed that you really could cook your meat from frozen, but last night I did fish that way, and today I did this. So very yummy. This is from our half a steer that we got earlier in the year, and this was zucchini from the last Trader Joe haul before the Pantry Challenge started. So for breakfast this morning, the guys had breakfast burritos, and I didn't have anything to eat because I don't generally eat breakfast. Tonight's dinner is chicken fajitas and oranges. And this is from my freezer kits that I make ahead. So all I had to do was dump this in the crock pot about 5 hours before I was ready for dinner. So that was really nice, but definitely part of the pantry. Right, for breakfast this morning, the guys had the frozen breakfast burritos that I pre-make. My daughter didn't eat. She's still having trouble eating too much. And then for lunch, we're all having some boneless skins chicken made in the New Wave, seasoned with cloves, paprika, turmeric, cardamom, coriander, salt, and pepper. And then I have a salad here that's just greens, avocado oil, parmesan, and a little red onion. And greens are one of the things that I did say, greens and dairy and bread. Those are the 3 things that I am allowed to buy on this challenge. But this is still the bag from before the end of the new year. And it needs to get eaten up because it's starting to look a little worse for wear. Anyway, that's today's lunch from the pantry. Tonight's dinner is rabbit enchiladas, green beans, and oranges. These are homegrown, home-canned green beans. I had a couple pans of enchiladas in the freezer ready to go, so I made one up tonight because I did not feel like cooking. And so this is our homegrown rabbit too, of course. And then oranges. I actually felt like breakfast this morning, so I had a couple scrambled duck eggs. The Daze had breakfast burritos. Tonight's dinner is Spanish style paella with shrimp, broccoli, and oranges. And it's leftover broccoli, and I had a couple bags of shrimp in the freezer. And this is my new recipe for me. It's kind of a crock pot dish, but I don't know. So much has to get done in the skillet that I don't know that it really qualifies. And you have to cook the shrimp separately, so I don't know. But it's decent. Has saffron in it, which makes it super expensive. But otherwise it'd be a relatively frugal meal, I would think. Well, mid-level. Tonight's Eat from the Pantry challenge is homemade orange chicken made in the crock pot. I made this a couple of times now. I'm still kind of tweaking the recipe. I want it to taste like Hawaiian barbecue. Doesn't quite yet, but it's good. And then these are BB Go pot stickers from Costco. And I will probably add an orange to this. I should add a salad, but I'm not going to. Hey, this is day 7 of Eat from the Pantry challenge, and I made Mongolian beef in the crock pot. It's a new recipe, and I really liked it. I wish I'd actually filmed it, but I will next time. So this increases my Chinese food repertoire to, let's see, is it 5 things now? Maybe 6. I can do beef and broccoli, chicken and broccoli, Mongolian beef, black pepper chicken, orange chicken. What else? Oh, I can make dumplings from scratch and stir-fried rice. So, actually 7 things. Don't even need to go out for Chinese takeout or Polynesian takeout anymore. I suppose we probably will after the challenge is over though. Anyway, this is the last day of the challenge. I didn't do breakfasts the last couple of days, but we had egg sandwiches made in the New Wave, and for lunch we had sandwiches because my husband and I were working out in storage and got a lot done, but we didn't want to run home to have to eat, and I of course didn't have my camera in that situation. So there you go. First week went pretty well. Tonight's dinner is New York strip steak, potatoes with bell peppers and onions, and broccoli. Tonight's dinner is spaghetti with sausage and tomato sauce with onions and tomatoes, and then leftover broccoli. Okay, tonight's dinner is Middle Eastern spiced rabbit, green beans, sweet potatoes, and oranges. Feels like a very orange meal tonight. Tonight's dinner is fried chicken, green beans, home canned, homegrown, and sweet potatoes. Okay, tonight's dinner is fried potatoes from my home canned potatoes, a beef roast from our half a steer, leftover broccoli, and canned peaches from our home canned peaches. I haven't been very good about talking about the Pantry Challenge. I've just been really out of it. I'm having a RA flare. And so getting dinner on the table, let alone talking about it, is a major accomplishment right now. But we are sticking to it, and I did have to buy a couple of things for my daughter because with her gallbladder attack stuff, she can't eat most of our food. So I did have to get some boneless, skinless chicken and some white fish. But I shouldn't have to get any more before the challenge is over. Just an unexpected twist. Couldn't do anything about it. But breakfasts have been and lunches have been pretty repetitive. Either they're leftovers from the night before or it's the same thing. Breakfast burritos or scrambled eggs and oatmeal. So I guess we're doing pretty good. Just those first 3 days were a little hard to get into when all of a sudden my daughter couldn't eat anything. Hi, this is Lucky Robin, and this is dinner from the Eat from the Pantry Challenge. I have a fajita that I made from my make-ahead freezer crock-pot fajita kits, and that's all I'm having tonight. For lunch I had half a steak and a salad, and the steak was from our steer. And then for breakfast I had 2 duck eggs and a couple slices of bacon from our pig. So we're moving along pretty well here. I really have no idea what other people are eating today except for dinner. I'm in the middle of an RA flare, so I'm not really paying that much attention to the others right now. Just getting by on what I can. So anyway, that is dinner for tonight. Okay, tonight for dinner I made black pepper chicken and a side of vegetables. Vegetables have cabbage and zucchini, carrots, broccoli. Yeah, that's everything I put in. And I'll probably add an orange to this. We'll see after I eat it if I have the room. So Pantry Challenge is going pretty well. We've made a lot of Chinese food. Made some Mexican this week. It's been going pretty well. Breakfast. What was breakfast today? Hamburger patties. Breakfast was hamburger patties. And it was kind of a breakfast lunch thing. And salad. Okay, tonight's dinner. This is day 14 of the Eat from the Pantry Challenge. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been very detailed about my food this week. Being in the middle of an arthritis flare, I just don't have the stamina or the brain power to think. So, you get what you get. But tonight I had absolutely no energy at all. Everyone else ate leftovers, and I made tuna salad and nachos for me. So that's it for the week. Done pretty well. I'll stick into the challenge. It really helps that I know how to make a lot of the takeout style foods. We don't really miss going to restaurants that way. Not that we go that often anyway, but maybe a couple times a month. So as long as the food is good and flavorful, this really isn't that hard of a challenge, because we're so fully stocked. It would be if we weren't. Alright, I hope to be a little more forthcoming this week on videos and stuff, but no promises because I'm still feeling pretty dragged out. I don't have enough spoons. Alright, talk to you later.